We're live.
We're live!
Yay!
Monday morning.
No, Monday lunchish.
Ish, yeah.
For those people that actually eat lunch at a decent hour, unlike the rest of us that eat randomly throughout the day.
2, 3 o'clock.
2, 3 o'clock.
Whenever we stop working. It's actually usually whenever someone is like, hey, have we ate lunch yet?
Like, are we eating?
Are y'all hungry? Yeah. They're like, oh, yeah. That's what
Yeah,
we
we
need to do.
probably should.
I wonder how many of you guys do not have power today.
You know what? I told you. So, funny story.
Hand me mine. I have a feeling that it is not public, that it's private setup. But go ahead.
So this, okay, let me start over. Last night around 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:30, 2 o'clock, we lost power at my house. And we didn't get power back until I texted Lynn this morning. I'm like, hey, do you have power at your house? Because I have no coffee and I need coffee. And she was like, yeah, we've got power. So I was like, okay, I'll be there in a minute. And I got off the text message and went to throw my hair up in a ponytail because my house is very dark whenever I don't have power.
I bet it is.
So
I bet it is.
It's hard for me to see. I can brush my teeth by feel, but I can't tell you how my hair looks. And I, at that point, was just like, I'm just going in my pajamas. I guess that's what they're going to deal with today. And I guess God was like, no, girl, you're not allowed to go out in public with them like that. He turned the power back on for me. But as soon as I got here and told you that story, David texted me and said the power went back off.
Oh, man.
Poor David.
So I don't know if he still doesn't have electric or not.
Mine blinked a couple of times. Like it, you know how you can, when it's just about to go off and it kind of goes,
Yeah,
and then
how it
jumps
dents
back.
and- yeah.
Mine did that like 3 or 4 times, I guess. Maybe
You know what that is from?
5 o'clock.
It's where a limb has fallen on a power line, and it's actually trying to shock it enough to get it off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, it must have got it off because we never lost power. So. But I did get a 2:30,
Yeah.
2:45, and the tornado sirens were going off in my neighborhood. So
Oh, I had a plan,
there's
y'all.
that.
I'm curious. Y'all, let me tell you how
Well,
much
I put my computer bag in my purse back there by me because I'm like, of all the, and I took pictures of my whole house. You know, you never know. And I figured of all the things that matter in the house that I'm going to really be able to grab, you know, my computer bag and my purse are probably the most important.
Well,
things.
I put my purse, Savannah in my purse, my car keys, all
Yeah, my
within
car keys
easy
have been in
reach.
my purse.
I also had all of the dogs' leashes ready, along with their muzzles.
Mm-hmm.
No. And I had texted everybody in the house and said, okay, if we are to have an alert, everybody go here
Right.
and put your shoes on. I had my clothes set up in case I had to throw them on.
I kind of
Wow, y'all
slept
are
in,
so
well,
prepared.
I kind of slept in clothes, you know, just like.
Oh, you were like ready to
pants
jump
and a
out of bed.
shirt. Well, yeah.
But seriously, I started thinking about it. If something happened, we have so many people in this house.
Oh, yeah.
I want them all to know where to go,
Right.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Bring you know, we can't have the doggies downstairs all together just yet. So make sure you have everything you need.
Well, everything that I was seeing really looked like really the worst of it was going north of us.
Hey,
So for the
Stacey.
longest time, I wasn't even concerned about it.
No.
But then as the night went on, I saw that other band that was coming through, and I'm like, oh, that might be kind of weird.
They're
Yeah.
such professionals at this. Let me tell you what I did. I put on my night clothes just like normal. I got in bed and went to sleep.
Well, I had an alarm set for like, I think 2:45 because I was watching, and that was, you know, about 30 minutes before it would have been toward me. So,
Yeah.
but I woke up before it went off. So
I also told everybody, make sure that you don't have your phone on silent so you will hear
yeah,
when an alert goes off.
yeah.
And guess who had her phone on silent?
You did? Oh, that's so funny. That is the one thing I actually remembered to do last night.
Yep.
I turned my phone off.
I get up this morning and I see all the alerts, and it was like for every county around here, DeKalb, Butts,
Mhm.
Jasper, you know, all the counties, and then it's like nothing. And I was like, oh, I skated by death.
Yeah, that's the Walnut Grove. We didn't get it. You know what's weird? Okay.
Hi,
The
Alton.
weirdest thing, how I have no idea how this works, and I would love for someone to explain this to me. I was telling them earlier. I woke up probably every hour check in, just making sure that it wasn't crazy outside. Our winds never got crazy. The
I don't
rain
think
never
ours
got
did
crazy.
either, because normally I could hear it.
But across
Yeah.
81, we have some friends that live over off of PJ East, and they said they had crazy winds. So I guess we were maybe in like a little depression or something. I don't know. We didn't have anything hardly at all. It's weird. Why did we have electricity? We had nothing happening over at our house. Just normal
Who
night.
knows?
Unless a tree fell on it
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's the only thing. It must have been because whenever I leave my house, I go out to 81, but I'm sure a lot happens on 138. So, by the way, anyone that lives in Walnut Grove on Saturday night, did you guys hear the boom? Like David was outside working in the shop and I was watching TV and there were some loud booms. I went outside because it scared my old dog. And I thought maybe my son had blown something up. And
dynamite again.
Yeah, and he comes up to the house. Well, he came up to the house and he goes, "No, I think someone's playing with Tannerite down in the trailer park." And I was like, "That's
God.
I wouldn't be doing that in the trailer park first and foremost, guys. But if you're gonna do Tannerite, you do you, as long as it's in a safe situation.
Hey,
Just don't
Apparently,
get
it was not
slobber on me.
There was like a main water line break. So I don't know if anyone else heard the big booms on Saturday night, but I guess that's what it was the main water line break for Walnut County Water.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that could make noise.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. So,
Hey, Angie. Thanks for hanging out. I'm curious, how would I know that a tornado had been spotted in our area? Will they send an alert through your phone? Or like you're talking about hearing sirens.
That's what she said. We don't have them up my way. We don't have sirens.
I don't know if we do or don't. How do you know?
I'm thinking you probably don't have one.
So we got a fire station right over there. I'm curious if they'd have it.
Yeah.
You might call them and see if they.
How would you know? Does anybody know how you would know?
Well, I had no idea that
Hey, Andy.
we had them down here. Now,
Hey, Miss Sharon.
I knew in Kansas.
Hey, Miss Sharon.
I knew in Kansas because it was right at the edge of our subdivision. So it's just like a big, pole with speakers.
Yeah, but in Kansas,
and you can tell which one. Well, that's what I'm saying. I know what they look like.
No one wants to be in Dorothy and a Toto. I mean, seriously, everyone wants to know about that.
There was only like twice that I can remember in all the years we lived there that really was, and we're going to the basement for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I have heard that a tornado will not cross a major river. I don't know if that's true because
He can't swim.
It doesn't have his armband.
It doesn't have his armies on.
Oh, poor little guy.
What's Sharon saying? Why do I wave when y'all say because you love us.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're getting the wave from you. I promise you. We're feeling that vibe.
Yes. But if that's the case, then I have rivers kind of all around us. And I can honestly say even growing up when I was living here, we never had tornadoes.
See, growing up, we didn't have a whole lot of tornadoes that I can remember where I grew up in Florida. But we were always told, and I don't know how true this is, that if there is a tornado in the area to get in a ditch because it'll go over a depression.
Yep.
So
I have heard that. It definitely get in the ditch.
Yeah.
Get out of your car and get in the ditch.
Yeah.
Which sounds so backwards to me, but I do understand why.
Yeah.
So, but who knows?
Y'all can ask me anything about hurricanes. I know all of that. I know all the precautions
Mike.
for that. But when it comes to tornadoes, I don't have a
I
clue.
don't know about that.
So y'all wish us luck. We are heading. Hey, Miss Mandy, we are heading. No, I am not going to talk about that. Actually, no,
I wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
She's got a surprise that she'll tell you about at some point
Yeah,
down the road.
yeah.
What's up, Travis Moore? We see you.
Yeah, we've got you.
Lincoln's telling me he's super busy too. So I guess
Good.
all real estate agents are like really killing it right now.
That's great.
I know.
Well, again,
I'm super happy about that.
yeah.
All right. Me too.
That means that the economy really is not as bad as the media wants you to believe.
Hey, Miss Joanne. Does that say Joanne?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Hey, Miss Joanne. Hey, Max. I've been reading lots of neat articles this weekend. I was reading one just a little while ago about how is it that animals know how to get back home? Do y'all know?
Oh, I don't know.
Like
Smell.
Well,
It's got to be smell.
some of it is smell. Some of it
Yeah.
is actually, think of this. Some of this, like with the fish who actually, or the birds that are flying, they know where to go. You ever think about that?
I have no idea.
So some of it is imprinted.
Really?
Yes. Some of it, they use the magnetic North Poles to determine.
Yeah.
Savannah, I'll call you back.
You want to call her back on that?
No, she can wait. She's going to have to wait.
Oh, Miss Tanya.
Is she not taking our lunch order?
Hey, Miss Janice, Gerald, hey. Yes, she will. Hey,
That might have been what she was calling
she
about.
wanted to wait.
Miss Tanya just got on also. Hello, Miss Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. So they actually are using their magnetic pole. They do use smell.
Mhm.
Some use actual landmarks visually.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Well, I've always heard, like, with cats, if you move and you have cats that kind of go indoor and outdoor, you're supposed to keep them in the house for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And, because they'll go to all the windows and look around, and it's like they'll kind of map out where they are so that if they ever do get outside, they can always find their way home.
Well, and that's what I was going to say is I've always heard, literally, with us moving all across the U.S. and painting cats, to keep them inside for a couple weeks because cats will literally
Try to go back.
kill themselves trying to go back to
Where you were.
Yeah.
Right.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But that
What's
way
that
they'll
say?
just never get shared a link to report storm damage online if y'all want to share it. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, we
We
can
will
totally
share
do that. Are
So-
there a lot of people that had storm damage? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, and I was going to say, I did not hear of anything, Newton County this morning. I don't know if you
Miss
guys
Tanya,
did.
did you hear of anybody at the Walnut Grove that had storm damage? Because we didn't have any down the road, like at our
I didn't
house or past.
see
We didn't have
anything on my way here that, usually there's a tree down somewhere, but I didn't see anything anywhere.
It looked nice and clean whenever I left the house this morning after all that rain. It was like everything had been
Lena,
cleaned up.
Lena. Hello, Miss Lena.
She's so funny. She can't stay where she's supposed to. She just keep coming up and it's coming up and back.
Thank God. They pretty much live here half the week.
Yeah, we do.
It's funny because you think about it, they really do halfway live here. I should add them to my census.
You should do that. That way I can live in two places at once. And then
Right? Let's really confuse the
Speaking of the census, so it asks you where's your heritage? I'm like, well, hell, I don't know. Mine's 57.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I'm literally, and I may have already told some of y'all this. I got opened up my census on the internet and I saw that and I called my dad and I'm like, what are we?
Right. Exactly.
What do we belong to? I don't know. He's like, I don't know. Just make something up. I pay Heinz 57.
No, you did not.
No, I didn't.
I did pay.
Hilarious. Bring out your dad.
I can't wait for someone to call me and say,
Just a
that
best
will
way.
not something that we can choose.
I didn't vote for you. You peasant.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's see how that goes.
So I'm curious, did everybody have a good Easter?
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody could get together. So I wonder how many people really cooked that.
What?
Because everybody's here.
Yeah. We do have a chef
for-
living with us.
For people that,
her one
normally.
family, her one household family is a family gathering for the rest of us.
Exactly. But we're still fewer than 10 people.
Yeah.
And
We're right at it. We're at 9.
We are. I think we are. I'm
9.
And because I was thinking about it one day, I'm like, do not let anybody else come up in here because we are full.
I've already said that the Smith Store Inn has no vacancies.
It's no vacancies.
We are full. We are absolutely bursting at the
This is
seams.
not scoop.
Maybe not bursting at the seams, but, and I did have to tell Max this morning that he started saying, okay, so what are we going to have tonight? What are we going to have tomorrow? And I'm like, I love you, man.
Oh,
Just
wow,
because he's keeping me on schedule to make sure that we know what we're eating. And most of the time, he loves cooking. I hate cooking.
So what are y'all cooking for a Facebook Live tonight?
Actually, hamburgers.
Ooh, that sounds good. I'm
Yeah,
watching.
and Max is really, really good at like hamburgers and making them all amazing looking. So
you're talking about him cooking and that you don't like to cook.
Right.
So my sister, God love her, she loves me so much. She works at a grocery store. So when all of this first kind of started and they were first starting to talk about shelter in place and everything's closing, she's calling me. She's like, have you been to the grocery store? Do you have food? Are you going to be okay for a couple weeks?
Aww.
I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be fine. And she's like, well, just in case, do you need anything? I said, all right, give me a couple cans of beans and some rice. I'll be good. So she calls me back. And it's like 11 o'clock at night when the store was closed. Okay, I got you about 10 cans of beans. Do you like minute rice? And I'm like, sure, I don't know what minute rice is. I just get the cheap kind in the big bag.
Yeah.
Or jasmine. So anyway, y'all, minute rice is on fire. That stuff is awesome.
It's jam.
So for 2 servings, you literally, I made it in a bowl last night. I was so happy. You literally like boil 1 cup of water and then you pour 1 cup of rice in that and then just cover it and let it sit. And it's done.
Well, how else do you cook rice, honey?
Well, you put it in water and you boil, you let it boil, you put it in there and then you turn it down, let it simmer for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you normally cook rice. That's how I've always cooked rice.
Uh-huh.
I'm reading the back of this thing and I'm like, that ain't going to work. This is going to be like that weird, puffy,
Come on,
strange
get
rice.
down.
No, y'all, I'm telling you. That stuff. I mean, like dinner was ready in like 5 minutes.
I grew up
It
on
was
it.
good though.
I grew up on it and I hate it.
I can't stand it.
See, but apparently I did not.
Stand box potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you just didn't season them right. Because my daddy used to think that too, and my sister she could
The
fix
one
them where
kind
she'd fool
of
you.
boxed potatoes that I love. Now, I did not like it for a long time because my mama made it every other night. But scalloped boxed potatoes with all of the fake cheese,
Yeah.
y'all, I can eat some of that. I'm like an actual fat girl.
I'm telling y'all, minute rice,
that's so
on
funny.
point. I guess I've never had it before.
Look, don't be talking about me like that.
No, I talk about
Like a fat girl.
you don't even like boxed potatoes.
I don't. Blech. Blech. I'll tell you another thing I hate. Hamburger helper.
Oh,
bleh.
Sorry. Like
That's
we
another-
ate that so much when
And
the
tuna
kids
helper.
were little. We never did tuna helper.
Oh no,
like
yeah, we never did tuna helper. But I am the iconic '80s child, y'all. I grew up. I grew up on
Microwave dinners.
Yeah, microwave dinners, hamburger helper,
Mm-hmm.
the Stouffer meals. I still to this day love Stouffer lasagna. Now
I will agree on
hear
that.
me out. My dad makes some killer, fresh, homemade lasagna.
Oh, yeah.
But when Dad was working late and it was just us girls, those Stouffer lasagnas, whew, those are so
What
good.
about, I think it's Stouffer's. It's that grandma's chicken and rice bake.
Yeah. That's what I grew up on.
That stuff.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us at this age grew up on.
Yeah. But
Honestly.
now the only hamburger helper that I can even, maybe I'll eat a little bit,
Hey,
is
Richard.
stroganoff.
No.
Hey.
He's sick in my stomach.
So I used to make stroganoff, not from Hamburger Helper. I, actually do beef. And you know that I cook your food and I will poison it if y'all are not good. So I made stroganoff one time and I would put a little red wine in it, just right there at the end for that little kick.
Yeah.
So that particular, I had done like I always did, and I put it on the table and 2 kids were sitting at the table and I heard Shane go, Sydney, I think I taste the poison. Be careful. I was dying.
Be careful. How the heck are you going to be careful? It's either in there or it's not.
The poison. I think it's what you said.
Like it was a mushroom or something. Eat around the poison.
Yes. That's so funny.
I never heard that growing up at all. Ever.
Did I already tell the story about Phoenix, what he said to Grandma about me?
Like,
He
would
said-
he tell on you?
No, he said, Grandma, are you scared of mommy? And she goes, I ain't scared of her. She goes, you might ought to be. I was like, he said, because she can be a bit scary. She said, I ain't scared of her.
That's hilarious.
I said, you ought to take his advice.
Terry, you know what cracks me up about Terry? I love her to death. You know, she's not scared of anything that's bigger than her. But when it comes to like snakes or roaches or insects, she's scared to
Or
death.
shrimp.
of them. Yeah. I'm like, you can smush that. And people that are like 5'6",
Oh,
bigger than, because she's only like
Funny.
5'4". She's tiny, like this big.
right.
She thinks she can hurt everybody.
Y'all, this woman is a freak of nature. We're talking about you. This is a freak of nature, y'all. She eats worse than anybody I've ever seen. If she eats, she may eat 1 meal a day or 2. She smokes. She eats nothing but junk. She never drinks water. She drinks sweet tea or Sprite.
She does make some awesome sweet tea.
And the hooker is like 120
She's
pounds.
tiny.
Hey, she ain't that big.
And she is 63.
And she doesn't look.
No, she does
has
not
a
look
gorgeous
63.
complexion. Everything. I'm always like, what do you oops. Yeah. She's very pretty.
Great tatas.
I really think the COVID is getting to
they're
us.
too far down.
Adrian and George, y'all, thanks for hanging out. I'm so
Yeah.
glad to see all of y'all.
Hopefully we're entertaining everybody today.
Not we're entertaining ourselves.
We're flying off the cuff with all of this. I don't have anything.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told the poison story to anybody, especially not online. Oh gosh, that was so fun. My kids were so funny.
Oh my God, they say the fun, y'all, our kids, and I'm sure y'all have these kind of stories too. They say the funniest things
They do.
sometimes, and you kind of have to look at them twice. Like, did you really just say that? Okay,
Actually,
let's go with it.
more often than not, both of my kids are super funny. And whenever they're like that, I'm like, there's David. Because David's very funny, just naturally. Then my kids are like extremes. Okay. They're either really funny or they're either really weird. And I'm like, oh, there I am. There's that weird part. That's me. That's me. That's all I gave to you because neither one of you look like me. Neither one of you act like me. But that weirdness, that's all me.
My daughter is definitely like the best of both of us, because I remember when she was 5 or 6 years old and my mother had a used car lot and she had Savannah answering the phone. She had taught Savannah how to answer the phone and say 5-star, or it was like Lake Oconee Auto Sales or something like that. Savannah answers the phone and they had just had someone call about a car. So then my brother called and Savannah answers the phone and he goes, hey, I'm calling up there about that Cadillac. And she goes, yep, we still got it. And he goes, all right. She said, but you better hurry because somebody else is coming to get it. And he said, well, can you hold it? She said, whoever brings me the cash first gets it.
Oh my gosh.
She's 5. And I'm like, oh, that's my kid, man. I'm so proud.
I was about to say,
Exactly.
So proud. It's like the first time she came home and said a cuss word.
Well, what gets me is when they use it correctly.
Oh, she so did on this one. And it was in 2nd grade about the girls being mean to her on the playground.
Yeah.
She called them the B word.
Mhm.
And I just had to kind of like, oh my God, no, you can't say that, baby. No, you got to be more intelligent, use your words better. And in the background, I'm like, yeah. No.
But yeah, I mean, but and they don't just randomly spurt it off. They actually use it in a sentence and use it the way that it would be used if they could say it.
Has David told y'all the story about the time Peyton's first curse word?
No.
Okay. I was so like, I wanted my children to grow up to be absolute angels. Like I was going to be that perfect mama, y'all, a perfect mama. So I wouldn't let David cuss in the house. Wouldn't let him cuss around the kids, right? I was bringing groceries and I had to walk up like 3 stone steps. I was bringing groceries in and Peyton was walking behind me. She's about 2.5, 3 years old. And I stubbed my toe. They're concrete steps, y'all. Stubbed my toe. I was in flip-flops and I said, oh, S-H-I-T. And she, being the cute little thing she is with her little bag, because she had to carry her own little groceries in, said, oh, S-H-I-T, up every single one of those 3 steps. My husband walking up behind us and he says, I I'm not the one that's allowed to cuss in front of them, but you're allowed to sit there and teach her that. So
Hey, Marion.
ever since then,
Mhm.
that's been the story for the last 16 years of my child's life. The first curse word was taught to her by her mama.
That's great. These children here. I mean, we have Jersey, we have redneck. They're just kind of.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure my
Rhubarb.
children's uncles taught them everything they needed to know.
Well, Easter was good though. You were asking. We had our dinner look like.
you'll have the actual
Thanksgiving.
spread, huh?
Oh yeah.
You know what's awesome is I didn't cook my own dinner. We went actually to a friend's house. This friend is at our house every single night. He works with David out in the shop, so we're not passing anything around. So we went to his house and had lunch at their house. But I had already bought my own ham. So tonight or tomorrow night, I'm cooking myself a ham. That way I've got
Atta
some
girl.
leftover ham for sandwiches. I'm very excited about it.
Speaking of, there's some leftover deviled eggs upstairs.
How do you always have leftover? That goes first in my house.
So I do have to say, we did at my sister's on Saturday, and it was all of us that we've already all been around each other, you know. So my daughter comes in and make them without
Not your
almost
mama.
being here to do it. And I was so proud of my daughter because she walked in and I'm like, wouldn't happen to know how to do this, would you? And she's like, yeah, move. Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
That's
I was like,
awesome.
yes, I'm so glad you were paying attention.
Anyone that's watching, I'm curious. I think it was Mystic
I
that
said-
had
Does
pimento
it say
cheese and
Does it say
bacon, the deviled
Tina.
eggs for Easter. Did anyone by any chance get those? Because I really want to know if they're good.
Pimento cheese.
Pimento cheese and bacon deviled eggs
Ooh,
is
that
what
sounds good.
they advertised,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, man,
That'd be easy to
That
make.
sounds amazing.
I'm thinking I'm gonna figure it out.
I got some pimento cheese and we got eggs.
You might be doing this.
And that pimento cheese Mama made this time, it's really, really good. Really good.
We'll let you know how it turns out.
And that was the one thing. My mother would buy pimento cheese at the grocery store and in the little plastic. That stuff's nasty.
That's what me and
Oh, my
used to
mom
do.
could make some off the chain.
Now, yeah, we've got a
Pimento
recipe
cheese.
that is just phenomenal. It's from
Mhm.
Keith's grandmother.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and you know what else? How many of you eat pineapple and cheese casserole? You ever
Mhm.
had it?
Mm-hmm. We do it at
Oh
Christmas.
my God, it's so
We
good.
do it at Christmas.
You've
and
never had it?
Thanksgiving. It
No,
is
I don't
so
even
good.
Oh, it is so good. I'll have to
We
make
just call
some.
it pineapple casserole.
Oh, okay. I'll have to make some and give you. Do you like pineapple?
Yeah.
Cheese?
Yeah.
And it's like salt, not saltines. It's the Ritz crackers.
crackers.
And what
I'm
else?
trying to think what
Okay,
makes that.
How do you mix it then? If it's
Just you mix
It's you
pineapple, the
use
cheese,
pineapple
mayonnaise.
tidbits.
Yeah.
You use pineapple tidbits, but you don't drain them. Or like you drain one and you don't drain.
And you use a
Crushed
sharp cheddar.
and I mean, I just had the recipe back. at
Yeah, so you
Christmas
do
'cause
a
I make that.
crushed and mayonnaise and crushed Ritz crackers, and you mix it all together, and you pour it into your casserole dish, and then you crush up Ritz to put over the top of it
so you bake
with
it?
melted butter. Yes,
Mhm.
Oh,
It's
that's
so good.
interesting.
Oh, it's so good.
yeah,
Maybe I'll try that.
yeah. It was,
You would if y'all like pineapple. you
oh
would
my
love
God, it sounds
Yeah.
so weird. You know, to me, it didn't sound good. That's another one we got from his grandmother. That was
Yeah.
just my
My
so
mom.
good.
That was one of hers. So yeah, we do.
But I made a cute little. Hey, is that it? Angela, Amelia. Hey, Amelia.
Hey, Amelia.
So we miss you.
Well,
I have
got to
something
see
for
on
you.
Friday.
So I'm gonna call you afterwards and get your address. Anyway, so I can get it over to you because otherwise I will never get it to you. What was I saying?
We were talking about food, so
Recipes
recipes. Sunday, y'all made.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, it's all right.
So tonight we're making hamburgers, you guys. So hang out with me around 6:30.
Yep.
We'll be making hamburgers. And we're gonna let Max make them because that's his specialty. Y'all, I'm so excited. I don't want to take advantage of it.
You are so in heaven.
Oh
not
my
having
God.
to cook.
Hello. I have a chef living with me. I am so freaking blessed, y'all. I feel like I am high on the hog. Girl.
See, that's how I
Move
feel.
it on up.
That's how I feel about minute rice. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. That stuff.
Y'all, you
Is the
just
bomb.
you noticed that Dwayna just compared
Hey, baby, come on in.
minute rice to an actual legit stuff. I'm just
So
saying.
you're kind of on our
Well,
videos,
you know, I
come have a
mean,
seat, grab a
hey.
chair.
We're almost done. We're on our 30-minute mark.
Yeah,
Here.
we're almost done.
Sit. Y'all, this is Savannah.
There's Savannah.
She looks thrilled. She hates being on our videos. Oh, but I did a TikTok of her the other day. It's hilarious.
We'll
Uh-oh.
have to go check that.
Yeah.
You'll have to
So y'all check out my TikTok account because I did one and Savannah was at work.
What's your username?
At Miss Pinkles, I
Is
think.
it Miss Pinkles or something?
I'll look. Oh, I can't look.
You
No,
can't look
I'm
right
pretty
now.
sure it's at Miss Pinkles, but if it's not
Miss or Ms?
Yeah,
MS.
Ms. MS.
MZ.
MS. No, you have
MS.
MSPYNCKELS.
All right. So it is, yeah, it's funny. But you have to understand in our house, we're very sarcastic. Very. We won't get you fired.
No.
No.
But
How would we-
she loves her job.
We
She
can't
works
get
at
you
Chick-fil-A. So she doesn't want to get fired because she loves, there goes grandma. What is she doing? But with her cancer sticks. So you guys, we will be back on Wednesday as normal, but
Well, will you though?
Yeah. Will you?
No.
maybe.
Okay.
Depends on work for Keith, because that's my anniversary. And so, no, the 15th. Nope. She's come to collect our order for Chick-fil-A. So we gotta let you go. Tick tock, tick tock. That's right. Time's a ticking.
Yeah.
So
We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for
Yeah.
hanging out with us. I think we asked a couple of questions and I can't remember what they all were in order to recap them.
Did you have any
But-
storm damage?
Yeah, did you have any storm damage in Easter? What did you do for Easter?
What'd you do for Easter?
somebody ever answers our question.
Every once in a while.
Seriously, is minute rice not just the
Y'all, I don't care if you answer
I'm
any
like,
of the
that
other questions.
means it takes me
Please.
5 minutes to make dinner. I love that.
Please put it in the comments. What do you think about minute rice? I could care less about any of the other questions. Just tell me what you think about minute rice.
This
All
is what
right.
I think.
I've just never had it before, I guess.
Hey, Denise.
I don't know.
Funny. All right.
Well,
thanks
y'all
for
have a
hanging out
great
with us.
Monday, and we will see you. I'll see you hopefully tonight, 6:30, you guys.
Yeah.
So y'all have a good one.
Thanks.
All right. Think pink.
There you go. Pynk, lynnpynk.com.
I think
All right,
mine will
baby.
fall
Thank
off
you.
of there easily.
No,
Okay,
thank you.
good.
Woo.
Okay, good.
Okay.